Okay, go 0 up.
Alright, so skin, yeah?
And then just a little bit off the
You want it skin?
Yeah, skin, yeah. Actually, do you think skin?
Yeah.
How's it looking?
Yeah, not doing too bad, to be fair. We're cruising.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Joel, aka Footy Fader, and in today's episode, I'd like to introduce to you a professional footballer with over 100 league games to his name, currently playing in the EFL and an FA Cup winners medal.
What's up, guys? Yeah, so I'm with Matty. Matty, just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're currently at the moment, where you're playing, and we can get into it, man. Matt's having a low skin fade today, so I'm just gonna tidy him up. But yeah, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, just recently signed for Wigan this season. Been a good year, to be fair. Enjoyed my first year. Started well and had a little injury. But played a few games recently. So yeah, as a team we've had a decent season. Just looking to go again next year.
Alright, so you signed 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first season on 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna ask, because this is something that always troubled me when I was playing, but what's it like when you move to a new team and you're trying to settle in?
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Yeah, no, it's tough. Obviously, like you know, I went on a few loans before I come here, so that sort of puts you in good stead. So you know what to expect. Like in my case, leaving Arsenal can be difficult for players, especially if you've not been in and around the first team environment before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, and you learn on the way.
Yeah. Like for example, so you know, I obviously was with Matt at Swindon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
And I remember when he came, obviously Swindon, I came in fact after him. But I remember the first thing when I came in, I was sort of like, who's this kid? And you know, the boys were like, yeah, he's at Arsenal. But like I say, what's it like? You go from the likes of Gazette to Joel Grant. Like, what's it like? Obviously, playing with those types of players, and then sort of, you know, coming down the league where things ain't sort of, you know, it's not pretty. It's not given to you. You know, I know Arsenal, you probably had quite a lot of stuff taken care of.
Yeah.
What's it like being sent on loan and sort of having to fend for yourself? And I know you're a family guy as well, so being away from the family, how difficult is that for young players?
Yeah, obviously you have all of them challenges, and I feel like that's what young players find difficult, really, to adapt to that. Yeah, like you say, you're going from living at home with your family, having things done for you, to then moving away, living by yourself, and like you say, being at Arsenal and a club like that, things get done for you. But yeah, you gotta learn quick that that's the real world, that's real football, and that you still gotta work even harder, really. And obviously, hopefully you get that from, say, like me, playing with you and living with you with older, more senior pros, helping you along the way, which makes it a little bit more easier. But yeah, it's something definitely difficult to adapt to start with.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just about making a career for yourself and ultimately just working hard.
Okay, cool. So So let's just go quickly because I don't really like to live too much in the past, but obviously Arsenal, you can't ignore this. Big club.
Yeah.
You have a FA Cup winners medal.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of footballers who would be able to say that.
Yeah.
And at such a young age, that's some achievement. What would you say is your best moment? Would that be one of your best moments in football so far?
I think I've got to say that moment. Just being around that team and that environment.
Yeah.
Something you're never really gonna forget.
Yeah.
To be fair, I haven't really. I think maybe it's one of them things that I'll look back on and
later in your career.
Maybe appreciate it a little bit more. Obviously, still now where I'm younger, trying to almost just starting my career really. It's one of them. I think when I look back on it, obviously I'm still proud now. Family are proud.
Mm-hmm.
And as you say, probably look back as one of my best moments so far.
Who would you say is the best player you played with, against, trained with? Who would you say the best is?
So I'd say train with probably. We'll go train with Ozil.
Oh yeah, big player.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Big player.
Rondo's possession.
Yeah, big player.
Never go in. See passes and see things that no one else could see on the pitch. And so recently as well, another one that I'm not really surprised with, but I don't feel like he gets the credit that he deserves really, is Jesus.
Another big player.
Yeah, just unreal ability and just so aggressive really with and without the ball. Work rate, that was one of the things that stood out as well, his work rate.
Yeah, that's so. To be honest, I remember watching him when he was a lot younger, sort of still playing in Brazil.
Yeah.
I was a big Neymar fan, but he to me doesn't come across as a typical Brazilian. Like you said,
that's but he's got the flair in that sort of way, and he'll chop you up, and he's got skill.
Yeah.
And I think he'll do things like that. But that's the one thing that I took from him is he's just hungry every day. That's what I'm saying, like in and around training and stuff like that. His work rate and his mentality. He's just so aggressive. Yeah.
No, that's sick, man. So similar question, but who would you say like an idol for you? So like for me growing up, I had loads, like showing my age a little bit, but I was a big fan of Ian Wright. But sort of once I became professional and was a pro, I was a massive Ronaldinho fan. Yeah. Just because, he just made me happy. And I never saw a player sort of express themselves in that way. And I kind of wanted to be that kind of player who gets fans off their seat. Kind of entertaining, that I saw football more as you got to entertain the fans. But for you, who would you say, did you have any idols sort of growing up?
I think obviously growing up being an Arsenal fan as well, sort of I can remember watching Arsenal and probably Cesc Fabregas. Definitely one of them. As in he sort of the way I wanted to play and sort of what I tried to model my game really on growing up. So I say that's one, and then player I like a lot throughout my career, Tony Cruz. Another one, sort of try and model my game around him. I'd say them two really.
So for anyone who hasn't seen Matty play, go check him out. But I call him absolute baller. I call him the midfield maestro. But it's interesting you say Tony Cruz because he's a player that to me that's a perfect one for you. Like if I was looking at a player, I would say he fits you. He's just so cool. Just seems clean on the pitch. And just calm. You know, a really good player.
If you like what you've seen so far on this episode, make sure you smash the like button, turn on post notifications, and stay tuned for part 2.